everyone, and welcome back to this week's Sunday Q&A. Now, I'm ready for work. Looks like I'm going to a wedding, but I'm just going to work. Today's Sunday Q&A question is fully loaded, but I'm going to focus on the second part of this question, which basically is about going abroad, making a lot of money, and getting the experience and life that you want to live. So, first of all, I'm going to say, you do not need to go abroad. I think nowadays, especially coming from living abroad, I see whatever you can get abroad, 80% of that you can easily get in India. So there's no reason to go abroad, but if you must, you're like, that is my goal, I need to go abroad, and of course the money is going to be very quick. This is what you're going to do. Right after school, you're going to study abroad. Okay, fine. You can't do graduation abroad, you want to do masters. It's fine, at least it's not for so long and you don't need to spend so much money. So you're going to do your graduation in India and then you're going to study abroad. But you're going to Google the countries which allow you for a visa after you study. Like for example, I know some countries, I'm out of breath. If you study there for 2 years, you get a stay over visa, I don't know what it's called, for another 2 years where you can look for a job. Or you get, if you study for 2 years, you get that visa for 1 year, something like that. And you're going to look up those countries because countries like Singapore do not allow that. So if you are to come and study in Singapore, that's it. You look for a job in that time. If not, bye-bye to that. Also, before moving, please look up the political situation because currently, most of the countries don't have a very favorable situation if you're an immigrant there, so make sure to look that up. Keeping that aside, if you have an academic background in the sense like your degree is more like engineering, IT, whatever, I would recommend just study in India in the comfort of your home and make friends, and then you apply for a job abroad. I feel like if you are an Indian and you're applying for a job in engineering or IT, they don't even need to see your degree. They see your race and they're like, you must know IT. So it's very easy to get a job if you have that educational background. And if you want to work abroad, I would highly recommend getting into those fields because it's ridiculously easy to get a job as an Indian in IT, especially abroad. So just study in that field, even if you hate it, but you're like, I want to work abroad. Just get into IT. If not abroad, in India also, I think you can get a good job. And if you want to settle abroad, see the time zones as well. For example, if you work in US, whenever you're going to be awake, everyone at home is going to be sleeping. So it's going to be extra lonely there. But say if you work in Australia, it's going to be different. So make sure to look at that because for me personally, that is a big thing because then you just feel lonely. Like here in Singapore, it's just 2.5 hours. I can always call them up. But even that feels a lot. So make sure to look that and see where you stand on that. But of course, if you've made up your mind about working abroad, I think this is the easiest way to do it. You study abroad or look for jobs, look into scholarship programs, go on LinkedIn and just research about the country. Don't just be like, I want to work abroad. I mean, then you're going to study there while working at a cafe, cleaning tables and floors. But when you're living like a king at home, you won't even pick up a plate that your mom needs to wash. So see that. Are you okay to do that? You'll be living like a king here. Maybe the salary is not that much, but there the salary is a lot, but you have to do everything on your own. You're alone, you're paying rent. Weigh your options and then make a decision. But overall, study abroad and then get a job is the easiest way to get into another country, in my opinion. I hope this Sunday Q&A was helpful. I'm going to tackle the first part of this question in the next Sunday Q&A. I hope you will stay for that. I've done other Sunday Q&As before that, right here on the screen, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye, and keep sending more questions. Now I gotta go to work.